Imagine spending years creating the most anticipated video game in history. Thousands of developers, billions of dollars, almost complete secrecy. Then one teenager changes everything. The internet wakes up to over 90 leaked videos of Grand Theft Auto 6. Rockstar is forced to respond. The gaming world goes into chaos. But perhaps the strangest part of all, the teenager behind the attack wasn't sitting behind an expensive hacking setup. According to court reports, he carried out activity while in a hotel room using an Amazon Fire TV stick, a smartphone, and hotel equipment. How did one teenager manage to embarrass one of the biggest gaming companies in the world? This is the story of the GTA 6 leak. The game nobody was supposed to see by 2022. Grand Theft Auto 6 had become the most anticipated video game in the world. Fans had waited nearly a decade for a sequel. Every rumor spread across the internet. Every supposed leak made headlines. Yet Rockstar Games revealed almost nothing. The studio was known for its secrecy. Developers rarely spoke publicly. Information was shared only with the people who absolutely needed it. Millions of fans searched for answers. But Rockstar remained silent. For years, the company managed to keep one of the biggest entertainment projects in history almost completely hidden. It seemed impossible that anyone could break through that level of security. But while millions of people were waiting for Rockstar to reveal the game, someone else had already found a way inside. And what happened next would become one of the biggest leaks in gaming history. The person behind one of the biggest leaks in gaming history wasn't a veteran cybercriminal. He wasn't a former intelligence officer. He wasn't working for a foreign government. He was a teenager. His name was Aryan Kurtaj. By the time Rockstar Games was targeted, Kurtaj had already attracted the attention of law enforcement. Authorities believed he was linked to Lapsus, a hacking group that had become notorious for targeting some of the world's biggest technology companies: Microsoft, Nvidia, Uber, Samsung. One by one, major companies reported security breaches linked to the group. Unlike many cyber criminals, Lapsus didn't rely solely on advanced software. Investigators say the group often used social engineering, manipulating people into giving away access instead of breaking through security with code alone. It was simple, but devastatingly effective. As authorities closed in, many believed the group's activities would finally come to an end. They were wrong, because the biggest target was still ahead: Rockstar Games. The leak in September 2022. The impossible happened. More than 90 videos from Grand Theft Auto 6 suddenly appeared online. For the first time, the world caught a glimpse of Rockstar's most secretive project. Unfinished gameplay, early development footage, characters, locations, features that had never been announced. Within minutes, the clips spread across social media. Gaming forums exploded. YouTube was flooded with reactions. Millions of people watched the footage before Rockstar could respond. For a moment, it felt as though one of the biggest secrets in gaming had been exposed overnight. Then, the person responsible made an even bolder move. Using an online forum, the hacker claimed responsibility for the leak. He allegedly demanded to negotiate directly with Rockstar, even suggesting he wanted to make a deal. It wasn't just a leak anymore. It had become a public challenge. Rockstar quickly confirmed the breach was real. The company began removing videos from the internet, but it was already too late. Once something reaches the internet, it's almost impossible to erase. The footage had already been downloaded, shared, copied, and viewed by millions around the world. For Rockstar, the damage had been done. But the story was only getting stranger. By this point, Authorities were already investigating Aryan Kurtaj. He had been arrested, released on bail, and placed under strict conditions designed to limit his access to technology. Most people assumed the story was over. It wasn't. According to evidence presented in court, Kurtaj continued his activities from a hotel room while under police protection. Without access to a traditional computer, he reportedly used an Amazon Fire TV stick, a smartphone, and a hotel equipment to get back online. It sounded unbelievable, yet investigators said it was enough, despite the restrictions placed on him. Rockstar Games would soon become his next target. The idea that one of the world's biggest game developers could be compromised by someone operating under those conditions shocked both the gaming industry and cybersecurity experts. It wasn't just the scale of the leak that made headlines, it was the circumstances. One teenager, a hotel room, minimal equipment, and one of the most anticipated games in history. It felt almost impossible. But the evidence presented in court told a very different story. The leak had happened, and now everyone wanted answers. In the months that followed, the investigation moved from internet forums to the courtroom. The teenager at the center of one of gaming's biggest security breaches was found to have played a major role in a series of high-profile cyber attacks. During the legal proceedings, the court heard evidence about the methods used, the scale of the attacks, and the impact they had on major technology companies. Because of concerns surrounding his mental health and the risk of future offenses, the court ordered that Kurtaj be detained indefinitely in a secure hospital rather than sentenced to a fixed prison term. Meanwhile, Rockstar Games continued development on Grand Theft Auto VI. Despite one of the largest leaks in gaming history, the project survived. The game would eventually receive an official trailer, breaking viewing records within hours. The leak had shocked the industry, but it hadn't stopped the game. It for sure made it delayed. Instead, it became a reminder that even the biggest companies in the world aren't immune to security breaches. One determined individual had forced an entire industry to rethink how it protects its most valuable projects. And years later, the GTA 6 leak remains one of the most extraordinary cybersecurity incidents the gaming world has ever seen. If you enjoyed this investigation, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more stories from the hidden side of the internet. And until the next mystery, stay clued.